Sure. My name is Akshay Kumar. I have the 10.2 years of experience as the full stack developer and 2 years of experience as the tech architect. So far, I have worked on 3 domains: e-commerce, banking, and SaaS. And my current project is the company's own product, whose name is InsidoPay. It is the payment platform, and our client is US Bank and Citibank. Through this product, we are giving services to our client, and it has 3 portals: bank portal, consumer portal, and client portal. All the 3 portals are communicating with each other. Here I have used technologies are MySQL, Java, Spring Boot, React, microservices, design patterns, Kafka, AWS. Here my responsibilities are: I made the APIs according to the US Bank requirements. I made the front end part in React from scratch. I maintained the project and fixed the bugs whatever came in production. I integrated payment options like PayPal, ACH, Deposit, and Zelle. Thank you.
Okay. So, are you a Java developer or a front-end developer, or you are doing both?
Both.
Okay. So you use Spring Boot for the backend, or
Backend. Spring Boot basically is used for backend.
yeah, that's what I'm asking. You
Yeah.
use Spring Boot for it?
For making RESTful APIs in Java.
Okay. So you told that there are 3 components or 3 UI, right?
Yeah.
So are there microservices, or is it a single service?
No. Basically, these 3 portals: bank portal, consumer portal, and client portal, they are made in React. So they are different applications running. There are 3 different web applications which are made in React. Yeah.
So are they using the same backend, or are they using the same database, or how is it?
Yeah. So no. Basically, each web application has its own database. Okay. So it has its own architecture. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, these 3 web portals are we can say that these are 3, let's say there are 3 different services, and under these 3 services we have sub services also, means different APIs. Yeah.
Okay.
Each having an individual each
So how
service.
big is the team?
What?
So are you the one of the developers for this, or how big is the team?
Basically, my role is basically 3 roles I have served. One is of technical architect. I have designed the application, and one is I write the code also as a developer, and other one is I handled the team also. Under me there were 10 people, some freshers, some senior. Yeah.
So how did you say you are using MySQL as a database? Why did you choose MySQL? Any reason for MySQL, or did you find it?
Yeah, basically, here is my data is structured. It is not unstructured. So basically, for using structured data, I have go for MySQL.
Okay. So for all the 3 services, it is a MySQL only, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the different? Let's say in MySQL, can you create tables with different cases, with the same name with different cases, lowercase and uppercase, the same name? How is data treated? For example,
Okay.
can you give me a table name?
Employee.
Okay. So employee, what is it? Can I use actually employee as a smaller case and employee as a bigger case as separate tables, or will you treat as single table?
Basically, it is case sensitive, so 2 different tables. Yeah.
Is there any way to because what all databases use this case sensitivity? Do you know any other database which uses case sensitivity, or any database which does not use case sensitivity?
uh, I don't know about it.
Okay. So so when you
Basically,
when
my MySQL is case sensitive. So employee, small employee letters, and all capital letters. So these become two different tables will be created.
correct. So can you avoid that? Can you do you know any way to avoid it?
Uh, we can. I have never used it, but maybe some restrictions we can apply on the case sensitivity. Maybe,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So in the how many tables are there in the database? Can you take uh, one service on a web application? Can you tell me? Is it? Can you tell me the name of one application out of three?
Uh, yes, one is basically client service. Okay, so it
Mm,
has the client DB.
mm,
Okay, and inside client DB, we have multiple tables. Like one table is name is clients simply.
okay,
Uh, other one table, other table is uh, let's say clients consumer table.
okay,
So basically, clients consumer table has the clients of the clients.
okay. Can you
Date,
give an example? What is the portal? What does it do?
yeah, yeah. So basically, as I said that we have three portals: bank portal, consumer portal, and client portal. Okay.
Mm,
So basically, bank portal is used by the bank employees.
okay,
Client portal is used by the clients of the bank.
okay. Like example, I need an
Oh,
example.
okay. So basically, suppose US bank, we have the US bank, and
Mm,
US bank clients are some companies, let's say American Express. Okay.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So basically, American Express is the client of the US bank. So client portal has the information about American Express. Okay. And now the American Express has some clients. What are those clients? Clients are we as a customer,
Mm-hmm,
we normal people.
mm,
So that normal people data go into consumer portal.
mm-hmm,
Okay. So
mm,
basically, client consumer table gives the information of the clients of the client. That means American Express customer data,
mm.
like this.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Uh, so basically, here I have these two tables. So like this.
Ah, okay. So in your so can you explain the flow of any of this one portal? Like how is it useful to a, for example, consumer portal is there.
Yeah.
Just tell me how do you create a consumer? What is the different APIs you use in a consumer portal?
Yeah. Basically, let's say I have. So basically, a consumer portal has the one section called payment section. Okay, in which there are different payment methods. Okay, like PayPal, ACH deposit, and Zelle. So suppose we so basically consumer login into consumer portal, and he want to make the transaction. So
Okay.
he will select the payment section, and inside payment section he will choose, let's say, PayPal.
Mm,
So he will click on PayPal, and internally uh, it will be hit by our Java API. So basically, our Java API of payment processing will execute the transaction. It will take the data from the consumer, whatever its information and the value, and our Java API internally calls the PayPal API
Okay.
for making a transaction happen.
Hmm.
That's how.
No, you explained me about one API. I wanted to know what are the different APIs you have worked on in consumer portal. Can you explain what are
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, payment, PayPal API I have integrated, Zelle API, ACH deposit. So three APIs I have implemented.
so you mean
That's how.
three different payment modes you have integrated?
Yes, yes, three payment modes.
Basically, these are the APIs which will be used during payment. But
Yes,
internally, we are calling another API. We are
Y-
using PayPal APIs to get the information and
yes,
get the or whatever.
yes, yes. So basically, my Java API is acting as a middleware.
Uh-huh. So for that, what is how are you doing in the in your current API in the consumer portal? You are calling another API, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So how are you doing it? What is the code you are using? What type of connection you are connecting using it?
Basically, I'm using Spring Boot microservices, and I am using the I have used the libraries of the PayPal, ACH deposit, and Zelle, whatever Java API is given in their documentation.
So is it a SDK or a REST API?
Basically, they have the REST API.
So if it is a REST API, how are you invoking a REST API from Java?
Simply, I am just with the help of with the help of with the help of request module.
Yeah, what is the request mode?
Request module is a module which is used in basically for internal calling of the API in Java.
So can you tell me which library request module where does it come?
Uh, it is a request, simply name.
Okay. So what type of request will you take?
It will basically post request.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So you are saying you use that not SDK from PayPal, but it is an SDK where you.
yeah,
Okay. So these are three APIs we have worked on. So the consumer creation, client creation, bank employee creation, those are internal APIs, right, within your product. So
yeah,
did you create any of them?
yeah. What?
So basically in consumer portal, you have used these three APIs like PayPal, Zello, and what else?
Yes, ACH deposit.
Okay. These three deposit APIs you have integrated,
Yeah,
right?
yes,
One is using PayPal library. They will expose the REST API. You have called it,
yeah, yeah.
and it's for Zello the same way.
Same way. In all these three, there is the same way.
Okay. So have you used the common code or you have separate modules for each of them?
Basically, I have the separate. So basically, some part of the code is common, but only the API section is. So I have used the common, yeah, common code.
Okay. So basically,
So
all of them are REST APIs, right?
yeah, yeah. Basically, I yes, yes. Basically, I have made one class. So one common class I have made, and just extend that class, uh, and basically I have used the not class. I have used the basically interface. I have made one single interface and basically implements that interface according to the functionality of these three different payment options. Yeah. So basically, these I have made three classes. Okay. One is Zale class, one is ACS deposit class, one is uh, PayPal class. Okay. So inside all these class, I have used one common interface because most of the functionalities are same. So I have used one common interface of payment whose name is payment interface.
So in the interface, do you have any implementation?
No. Basically, in
So you
interface,
are anyway implementing all the changes like calling a REST API, calling a post method in all the three classes.
yeah. Basically, these three have different APIs, na. So I have to make
APIs, see, what is an API? What does an API contain?
what is an API
What
contains.
is what is a REST API? Can you say what is a RESTful signature? Can you explain? RESTful
Uh,
API,
Representational state transfer.
not the full form.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. What is a RESTful API?
RESTful API is the basically it is the basically address, I can say,
Okay,
address of this
what does it contain? What is a RESTful? What is signature? When you say signature of an API, what is the signature of an API? What all components has it? Yes.
components. So basically it has the HTTP methods.
Okay.
So it has the query parameters.
Hmm.
It has the payload.
Hmm.
It has the header. It
Hmm.
has the, yeah, header, payload. These are the main things.
Request and it have a
It has the
method type.
port number.
Okay, yeah. So it's basically URL.
URL, yes,
Okay,
URL.
it's basically URL.
Yes, URL, which contains the domain of the IP address, domain name of the IP address. Yeah,
So it has a method type, whether it is post, get, or whatever, put
yeah,
or get or whatever. Then
yeah.
the URL, then the request and the response.
Yes,
So
request and
any RESTful API has this only these three, these all, right? Or
yes.
do they have any different?
No. These.
So in all the three APIs, in all the three classes, you are anyway calling the REST API, right?
Yeah.
So you are repeating the code in all the three classes.
Mm, no, basically there is no repetition because the API domain name is different in all the three.
That is a parameter. That is a value. That is a parameter, input parameter. A method takes URL. With that URL, you can call any REST API.
Mm,
What is a REST API? I asked you, right, what is signature? What are the components of a RESTful API?
mm.
URL, parameters, and body, and headers. So if you create a method or a class with all this as input, you can reuse that anywhere, right?
Yes.
But why do you have to create three different
Mm.
implementations of the
Yes,
same
yes.
REST?
I did the redundancy. I will. Yes, you're right. I can make with a single method.
Yeah, create a
Yeah.
class, a REST API or RESTful API. There you can pass the method type. Basing on the type, you can actually create. So that's why I'm asking, what is the library you used for calling a RESTful API? Which all libraries did you use? Can you tell me? For example, if it's a post method, what is a library? What is a object you used, or what is it? How did you create a post method?
For creating a post method,
Within the REST API, where you implemented calling a REST API for a PayPal, what did you use? Any idea? Do you remember anything?
mm, I used. I have to say it. I have to
Okay.
say it. Yeah.
So is it that you can? Is it that how many developers are there for this project?
10.
Okay. So all the 10 people are under you, or you are only one architect, or do you have any other architects for this project?
No. I am the only one architect. All the 10 people are under me.
So they will do the coding also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how can you explain me what is the project structure? Like what are the packages you have in that? For example, take any consumer portal. How do you authenticate? I mean, what is the flow when you don't need to know about the implementation details, right? Because many other people also implemented. But as an architect, what, how did you design the consumer portal as such? What is the, if you have to design it from scratch, what will you, can you explain me? If I have, I'm your client, I'm asking you to, for me to design a consumer portal, which you already did. But before implementation, you need to explain me the design, right? What is the architecture or design? Can you just briefly explain me if I am the client?
Hmm. Sure. So basically, first I will we have the API gateway. Okay, we will make the API gateway. So API gateway will have the authentication and authorization modules that will authenticate the user whether he is genuine or not with the help of JWT library I have used technology. And from API service, uh, suppose that person is authenticated, then he wants some service basically to use. Let's say
How is the authentication happening?
authentication is basically happening with the help of the consumer data. Basically, consumers use
So
it.
is it during login or how is it?
Yes, during sign up. Basically,
Okay, during sign
sign
in.
up and sign in. Yeah.
Okay, during sign in, what is, how do you, how are you authentic? Let's say you are using JWT token and you are getting the token, right? Can you explain how?
Yeah. Sure.
I entered username and
Sure. Sure.
password.
Sure.
What will happen in the
Sure.
backend?
Sure.